Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate clicking on that video as always. And we are back with another rack store haul. And as a matter of fact, this fragrance that I ended up picking up is one that I've been passing on probably for the last 2 or 3 months. I'm not sure why, to be quite honest. I'm a fan of the brand, big fan of the perfumer of this. So I know a little bit about it. I know that some of you guys have mentioned it to me just in the comments of other previous rack store hauls where you've seen it in the video, the footage at the beginning, and said I should grab it. So I finally did. It was actually on Red Sticker, so I got a pretty good deal on this for the size of bottle that I got. I actually ended up picking up the 100 ml for $64. But the scent I am talking about is Bulgari's Wood Neroli. So like I do all my first impressions, I have never smelled this. I'm gonna try it on strip. I'm gonna see how it is, let you guys know what I get from it, look up the notes, then try it on skin, see how it changes, and give you my final thoughts on it. Obviously, this is a first impressions, so I'm not gonna get the full sort of essence of the fragrance without wearing it for a day, but I will be sure to do that. I will wear this week and then talk about it in my next week's weekly wears video. So I'm excited to try it. Let me get this box open and see what I think. Really quickly, guys, if this is your first time finding my channel, my name is Gerard, and on this channel, we talk about all things fragrances. We do videos like this, rack store hauls. I try to do one of these once a week. So if that's content that you think you'd want to see more of, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video. I'd love to see you come back and see what else I have in store. So the bottle, really nice bottle, pretty heavy duty bottle, and it reminds me quite a bit of Bulgari's Man in Black, obviously different color and see-through glass, but in terms of how the bottle is sort of laid out, very similar to Bulgari's Man in Black, which is one of my favorite fragrances. Let's check out the atomizer. Decent atomizer, okay. Definitely floral, neroli, citrus in the air. Familiar, smells like other things I've smelled before. Pleasant though. The name is spot on. I'm getting woods and I'm getting that neroli. Little bit of sweet citrus, maybe a lime, bergamot, something like that. I'm also getting a slight orange feel. So it's not a bitter orange, it's more sweet. This is sweeter than I was anticipating. Really nice, refreshing though, light. Again, smells like other things that I've smelled before, a little reminiscent of things like John Varvatos Artisan Pure. Reminds me of that a bit. Pretty nice scent though. I am going to try this on skin, see how much more it becomes alive on my skin, because you only get so much off of the strip. I always encourage people, if you're in a store and you're testing fragrances, be sure to try it on skin. Don't feel pressured to buy it right then and there, especially if you're at a Macy's and they're sort of pushing you to buy something. Ask them to spray it on your skin, walk around for a little while, see how it develops. That is the best way to know how fragrance is going to smell on you, how it's going to react on you. You can only get so much from the strip. The notes for Bulgari Man Wood Neroli. Top notes are neroli and bergamot. Mid notes are orange blossom, Virginia cedar, cypriol oil, and the base notes are woody notes, white musk, ambergris, amber, and leather. So the sprayer, I just did it on skin. I'm not crazy about. I don't know if it's just this bottle, but it's very sort of a narrow spray. It's not a very wide cloud, so it kind of shoots out and soaks your hand or whatever you're spraying. So not crazy about that. Okay, so this is far more appealing to me on skin. Just picking up more of it. More of those woods, more of the musk in here. I'm still getting that neroli, but it's not as prominent or dominant as I was getting on the strip. And I like neroli. It was definitely more floral off of the strip and in the air. On skin, I'm getting a little bit less of the florals. I am, however, getting some of that cypriol oil, which I'm not wild about. Cypriol oil can come across as almost like a grapey accord, like almost like a hay-like vine grape, splitting a vine. So it has an earthiness to it. Sometimes it can have a really nice sweetness. Other times it can come across as smelling hay-like, like if you were in a barn or something. Here, it's okay. It's not nearly as bad as something like Dunhill Century. I can't even stand that fragrance. And if it's something that you don't like, It can be kind of a polarizing fragrance. Sometimes that can be attributed to that cypriol oil. This is beginning to settle down a bit. I actually really like this on skin. I had compared it earlier to Artisan Pure from John Varvatos, and the neroli is similar. This is much more woody, more earthiness to this. There's more going on. I love Artisan Pure for what it is. This still has that neroli element with other elements sort of mixed in. I'm curious to see how this dries down. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time and then let you guys know, but there are other notes in here, amber, leather. I'm not quite getting those. They are listed as base notes. I'm curious to see how this develops. Give me a few minutes. So as I mentioned in the intro, this is perfume by Alberto Marias, who's done some stunners, some classics that everyone probably watching this video has either smelled or tried or owns. He's done a million of them, and some amazing bangers of fragrances. I quite like this. I think it's really well done. The opening is really nice. I've let it dry down a little longer than I typically do for our first impressions. As it's drying down, it's not as interesting as the opening. I still want to get a full wear out of this and see how it develops late in the dry down. Again, not getting much of that leather, maybe a little bit of that amber. It's becoming a little bit more aquatic, a little salty. Some of that, neroli, the citrus, that sort of bright, beautiful opening is settling a bit, and some of these other elements are beginning to come out. This, I would imagine, would be a beautiful summertime scent. If you are considering something like a John Varvatos Artisan Pure, or you enjoy that fragrance, just keep in mind the opening of that is very similar. Well, really, that fragrance start to finish is very similar to the opening of this, but there is a little bit more going on here. I want to say that the citrusy aspects of the Varvatos last much longer, because I can already tell it's fading on my skin. The neroli isn't as apparent anymore, and I'm left with more woods and musk. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I want to get a full day's wear out of this. So far, I enjoy this scent. Again, that opening is awesome, especially on skin. However, my favorite parts of it seem to be fading. But nonetheless, it's a pretty nice scent. That's all I have today, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you tried Bulgari's Man Wood Neroli? What are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you get that comparison to John Varvatos Artisan Pure? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.